This is Fred Beck from Fred Beck Fighting. I'm joined by promoter Kalle after the first ever MF Pro press conference between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder. MF Pro starting with a bang.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like only yesterday we signed Viddal and had the presser, and I did say there would be big things coming, but I'll admit this wasn't part of the plan, Fred. Yeah, so we're not going to, God works in funny ways. This one came up, and at first I thought, okay, the team were talking about Hammer and Nessa and Mams, and I'm like, guys, I've got to focus on that. I've got to try and sort this TV deal stuff out here, and then the fight got serious, and I started paying a bit of attention to it, and I said, all right, go and see if you can sign them, and they signed them, and then it was put on my desk, and I had to go and do the business with the broadcasters, and here we are today. So it's fantastic. It's one of those fights, I think, that after this generation of heavyweights finishes, you'll look back and say, well, if that fight never got made, it would have been very, very sad. Because, they both fought literally everyone, AJ's the funny one. He's the one who hasn't fought, and I thought that was quite interesting. I was thinking about that today, but they really literally, like Derek's, 16 years ago fought Viddal, not Vladimir Klitschko. So it's a crazy time. Great event for MF Pro to launch, and after the success of Misfits over the last 3 years, which we've also got big plans to announce a whole calendar up to May, June for Misfits as well probably in the next week.
So you're announcing a bunch of Misfits shows all at the same time, sort of like a calendar, sort of schedule. Is that what you guys plan to do for Misfits Boxing?
At least about, let's say, 2 or 3 shows on there, and it's the nice thing is the business is evolving, and the fact that we now have completely separate company, very similar stakeholders, but MF Pro, and it's out the gate with this big event, plus a big announcement which will be coming in the next few days as well, which is a really, really cool announcement.
Is that an announcement for MF Pro or for crossover?
No, MF Pro. So there'll be announcements for Misfits, but again, totally separate. And yeah, Fred, I think you'll be the only one I'll do joint interviews with where I'll allow Misfits questions as well as MF Pro questions. You will be getting the only one who can sort of mix the tea and the coffee.
So is that strict now?
Yeah, no, I don't like mixing the space much. There are advantages of certain things to promote fighters that work well, but there's other things that really don't work. Okay. And it's quite important that the likes of the Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora aren't thrown in the same hat as 2 YouTubers.
And Afghan Dan and Little T.
Good example to those to the ladies you just mentioned, or the gentlemen you just mentioned. There you go, Afghan Dan and Tiny T.
Little T.
There you go. And I'm very proud to promote them as well, but on a different platform and completely different sport in essence, and different aspirations. It's great that young people are taking up boxing and challenging themselves. That narrative is all there. Love it. But this is obviously a very different narrative, and it's been around for a couple of 100 years. So it's what it is.
Where was KSI today?
KSI's, in the world of being one of the biggest young entrepreneurs on planet Earth. So but again, he's massively going to feature around MF Pro. Today, I think, would have been a bit of an overkill. I almost felt a bit of an overkill. Me sitting there with Frank, and it was a big table up there.
A future Hall of Famer sort of lineup.
Yeah, it's quite funny. Well, I'm hopefully far off still getting in the Hall of Fame over this. I'm still 48, yeah. But it's quite funny because Shelley Finkel, who's Deontay Wilder's manager, he got in the Hall of Fame together with my dad in the same year. So there's all sort of connections up there. You see, boxing is it's a bit of a family affair.
Mm. So in KSI will be more involved in MF Pro now than the actual Misfits crossover stuff. He sort of switched sides almost.
I think KSI is in a position to do what he want to do. It's a famous song, what is it? there's a song. I'm going to remember by the next time. There's who was it who always says that? Do what I'm going to do. He literally has earned his own position of being able to do what he wants to do. You know. So we saw the effect with the Viddal announcement, and how that worked together with KSI, and it's fantastic. But also you've got to be careful in the traditional world that you don't dilute the effect of that. If it's everywhere, it doesn't make sense either. You don't
want to oversaturate it.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, or dilute it, or whichever way around you want to look at it. But you've got to use it in the right way. But I'm not the master of that. That's where he knows his audience best. We're all great statisticians, but I think JJ really has an unbelievable, and that's why where he is. From the Watford garage to, I'm not going to say Beverly Hills because he doesn't live in Beverly Hills, but you understand.
About to leak his address.
My metaphoric, Beverly Hills. There you go. 120 Rodeo Drive. No. But you understand my metaphorics there is he's there because he knows his audience. So JJ's always there, and he's such a important part.
You said before that Viddal Riley will be co-main event of his card. When will we hear an announcement for his fight?
Hoping next week. Yeah, and we'll have a separate press conference for that as well.
Oh, really? So there'll be another press conference. Wow, this is great.
You can see
you got stuff happening.
Yeah, we might even see JJ there for that one.
Really?
There you go. Now you don't have to put up with me. You've got JJ. Yeah, there you go. No, let's see. But it's exciting, and then Frank Warren's going to put on a great fight on it there as well. And we probably got
Frank Warren with the same presser as KSI.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Haven't they done a presser before? No. Eddie has, though. Eddie's done one with them. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool.
It'd be a weird, quite a crazy dynamic. Just cool things for you go.
You might have to introduce them. I don't know if they know each other. You have to say.
That's your job. You're the mutual.
Oh, that's KSI. No, I'm sure they definitely know each other.
This is live on DAZN pay-per-view as well?
Globally.
So in the US and UK.
Easter weekend, Easter Saturday, with the Easter Bunny. Yeah. Watch it live on DAZN.
Okay, and just a couple more things from me then. Just touching on the crossover stuff. Next week, do you think we'll hear an announcement, or maybe this week, the next show, the Misfits crossover?
I think you're a very good bet with very early next week.
Wow. Late next week then.
Ask Mams, man. Ask Mams. You know more about Misfits than me. I don't know why you've been asking me. I'm just the boring TV guy.
You did quite well up there today.
What are you asking me for? I'm back in my. This is my.
Back in your home.
Back in my hood. No, I love Misfits. Don't get me wrong.
Awesome. Well, it's good. First ever MF Pro card live on DAZN pay-per-view. Sounds pretty good. And I'll see you soon.
Honestly, when you look at what DAZN has done in the boxing space, and obviously in the Misfit space as well, but it's just created a platform where we get the quality, the ability to watch it anywhere in the world. I know that's normal for young people. For me, to be able to watch boxing, on top of a mountain or on the beach with your mobile phone, it's a real luxury. So. Enough said. Right, awesome. I've got a crack on here.
Thank you very much, Kalle. I'll see you in a bit.
Lots of love.
Thank you. All right, cheers, Kalle.